And then real quick, in terms of having a claim, you know, you come in, your computer's shut down, the insurer is going to respond with a breach coach who's going to be a lawyer, give you some legal advice, and then ideally help, corral some of these other vendors, the forensics. They're going to evaluate the coverage under the policy. Then in terms of managing the crisis, if you got to notify people, whether it's individually by snail mail or electronically, that covers that. Then you're going to have credit monitoring to the extent that that's a settlement that you offer people, the PR, and then the data recovery. So that's short-term crisis. The long-term crisis is going to be, hey, we lost a bunch of income on this. We have brand damage. We have class actions and regulatory fines we're dealing with. Those will take time to develop. But so these claims can go on a couple of years. And ideally, no, most of them are settled, or discharged pretty quick. But these things can go on for a while if there's third parties involved or lost income involved. And then I think we've touched on the mitigation tools, the training. Some of our markets provide free phishing simulations. They'll watch your domain. They'll do the 24/7 network monitoring, which is, a big benefit. And we talked a little bit about those alerts. Patch management services, password management services, and then legal and PR security consulting. And for all of our markets, there's always going to be a security engineer available. So they can, if there's a general question or something crops up, that you need to talk to the security engineer, then all of our underwriters have those resources available to their insurance.
And I think that's pretty big too, because, even larger government entities, they're still pretty overwhelmed when you think about their total staff size compared to their workload. So you might have, a 20-person staff, but if you really need 30 people or 40 people to manage your workload, being able to have someone you can call and just ask the question, because sometimes you don't have, a free day to do 8 hours of research, and some questions do require all that.
Yeah, I think one of the things that we've seen is that, and I don't think this is news to anybody, that some public entity, risk are having a harder time attracting directors and officers because they're concerned about this cyber exposure, and they're concerned about personal liability that lies out of this. So that's an issue that have been, it's been brought up to us in terms of the need for the coverage.
Yeah. And then we also see folks that are just struggling to compete when it comes to salary with private sector. That's a massive issue as it relates to public entities compared to private entities. It's just not being able to match salaries.
Well, I haven't talked to a single individual who works with a public entity or municipality that is not, doing 60 hours with a work week.
Yeah.
God bless them.